Good morning, everyone. I hope this finds you well and living your best life in Jesus Christ. As a teacher, I can honestly say that it is extremely frustrating to try to teach someone who refuses to ask questions or participate in the process. Of course, I mean real relevant questions, not what I call silly questions. I've heard it said that there are no stupid questions. My response is, well, teach middle school for a while and you'll hear a few. I mean, it is, after all, middle school, the only place on the planet where you can actually hear yourself say the words, Timmy, please don't lick the timpani. Never mind, I digress. There are many reasons why asking questions is important in learning anything beyond the mere transfer of information. One of these is the importance of establishing a rapport or a trust between the teacher and the student. Any musician will tell you that rapport is how you develop as an artist. In anything we do, it's easy to fall into bad habits and do things that are just automatic, without insight or any kind of depth. As a musician, I can tell you that asking questions leads to playing familiar pieces with great enthusiasm, fresh enthusiasm. Asking the right questions to your teacher can make the difference between an inspired performance and a ho-hum one. The same principles apply in the spiritual realm. Jesus encouraged his disciples to ask questions. For example, in Matthew 7:7, he says, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you. Of course, the implication is that those who don't ask will not receive, those who don't seek won't find, and those who don't knock on doors won't enter. This asking process is central to our relationship with God Almighty. As Jesus taught, whatever things you ask in prayer, believing, you will receive. That's Matthew 21:22. But what happens when we don't ask? The implication is that we won't receive. Even the disciples didn't always understand this principle. As they traveled through Galilee, Jesus tried to teach them about the events that were going to come. As a matter of fact, he told them exactly what was going to happen. In Mark 9:31 and 32, he says, for he was teaching his disciples and telling them, quote, the Son of Man is going to be betrayed into the hands of men. They will kill him, and after he is killed, he will rise 3 days later. Quote, but they did not understand this statement and were afraid to ask. Wait a minute. But they did not understand. So instead of asking questions, they remained silent. It says that they were, quote, afraid to ask him. Are there things you don't understand about the kingdom, the Bible, God's direction? Are there concerns on your heart and mind that you need answered? Hey, ask. Just ask. Don't be timid or afraid. Remember that Jesus encourages you to ask. And there are no silly questions with God. He will answer if we are sincere and receptive to instruction. So today, if you have something that's bothering you, something you would like answered, ask God for enlightenment and understanding. But I warn you, like any good teacher, be ready for him to give you further study to make sure you truly understand the answer when he gives it. I hope you make today a great day. Remember, I'm here if you need me, and I love you all.